Before the presentation, I'd like to make aware that this is a hypothetical situation for an educational purpose. Hi, my name is Jacob Lloyd. I'm an environmental health specialist with the Arkansas Department of Health, and today I'd like to present to the Department of Health an investigation proposal to further inquire about a cancer cluster in Grover and its possible association with a nearby mill. This is a list of questions that I'd like to cover today. First, I'd like to refresh the topic of what a cancer cluster is, and how do we differentiate between the normal occurrence of cancer and an occurrence that is higher due to factors outside of chance. Then also, why is there increased concern? Cancer, although it is a serious disease, is still common, and citizens know this. So why are more reports coming in about cancer, and why are they blaming the nearby factory? Following up on that point, I'd like to talk about the reasoning behind a causal association between the factory and what current evidence suggests about the risk of cancer when being exposed to pollutants emitted from the factory. In this section, we will also cover the current regulations imposed on these facilities to mitigate environmental hazards. And of course, I would like to talk about how an investigation should be undertaken. This will include how to gather data from the residents and then how we can determine if data shows a statistically significant amount of cases. Then, if the rate of cancer is significant, how would we study the local environment to see if levels of these contaminants are higher than normal? Finally, we can determine if there is an association, and I'd like to touch on how we can report our findings to the residents of Grover in order for them to reduce the risk of exposure and what to do if they have been exposed. This is a list of my current references. I'd like to ask if there are any questions that may have come up during the presentation. And finally, thank you all so much for listening.